Let's see, time now is 9:49.
Beer, green hats, shamrocks and celebratory shenanigans. It can only mean one thing, St Patrick's Day. Not just the Irish commemorating the patron of Ireland, it's thought to be most celebrated festival in the world.
Over 250 iconic landmarks all across the globe will be illuminated green this weekend. Let's have a look at what we can expect.
So the biggest St Patrick's Day parade will be taking place in New York. It's expected to attract around 200 million spectators. From New York is event organiser Niall Gibbons, Chief Executive of Tourism Ireland. On the sofa with us, good morning, is Irish country music singer Derek Ryan. How are you? Happy St Patrick's Day.
I'm very well, thank you very much. You too.
What are you going to be doing today?
Well, I'm actually in London tonight. I'm in the Islington Assembly Halls and we're bringing Irish country music to the capital for a dance, so we're really looking forward to that.
And we're looking forward to some music at the end of this programme as well, but we should talk to Niall as well. Being marked across the world, one of the biggest celebrations, why do you think it's so popular?
Well, good morning and a happy St Patrick's Day from an early start here in New York City. I think it's very popular because there are 70 million people around the world that claim Irish ancestry. Here in the United States, there are 34 million people that tick the Irish box on the census every number of years. And it's personified here in New York City with the biggest St Patrick's Day of the lot. There'll be 2 million on the streets of Fifth Avenue today. It'll be broadcast live on NBC, and even the lines on the street are painted green for the occasion.
Niall, is that true? 2 million people? That's extraordinary.
Yeah, the parade will stretch from 44th Street up to 79th Street, and it will start at 11 o'clock and go on till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the biggest celebration of Irishness around the globe. No better place to have it, although maybe you might say today that New York is the second best place in the world to be. The best place in the world to be is Twickenham to watch Ireland win the Grand Slam.
Very good point, mate. Niall, is it true that lots of New Yorkers claim Irish ancestry? It's a sort of, a lot of people claim it now. It's a kind of badge of honour.
It really is, yeah. I mean, in the census, the official figures are 34 million people out of the 300 million that live in the United States do actually tick an Irish box in terms of their ancestry. It's the biggest ethnic group in the United States. And I think it's a day, though, that everybody wants to celebrate. You know, the Irish are renowned around the world for, you know, having a good party. But, you know, look, I mean, this is a day for everybody, not just for the Irish. And the fact that it's been broadcast live on NBC and 2 million people will be on the streets of Fifth Avenue. And no matter what day of the week that St. Patrick's falls here in New York, they still shut down Fifth Avenue, even during the working week as well, which shows the power and the influence of the Irish. But it's a great celebration, and when we look at what other countries are doing around the world, lighting up global icons, it really reflects on, you know, the great work that the Irish have done, particularly, you know, Irish missionaries 100 years ago in places like Brazil and South Africa, helping poor people, and it really is a great tribute to our patron saint that we can celebrate in this way.
Derek, what does St Patrick's Day mean to you? Because, you know, we're hearing Niall say it's no better than there, or at Twickenham perhaps later today. We know which side he's supporting, but what about to you?
I suppose it's very much a family day, really, and I suppose music is a big part of it as well. I remember as young as I was 7 years old when I was a member of the Rahana Marching Band. I was the lead triangle player, which was a very important job at the time. And so we went to all the parades and, you know, the colour and the festivities. So that's what it's about, really. It's a day to spend with family and celebrate everything Irish.
And I always thought that if you had no musical gift whatsoever, you were given the triangle. I thought, wasn't that the deal? I thought that
probably, yeah.
That's true, isn't it?
Percussion is a very important part.
It was very important.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing
Keeping
that.
everybody in time, you know.
Yeah.
There we go. Music, though, so important, isn't it? Why do you think? I mean, it goes hand in hand with the celebrations.
Yeah, I suppose it's just it's a big part of our culture, you know. Country music, for me, at home is really enjoying, I suppose, a boost in popularity at the moment. You know, with so many young country singers coming out, and there's not a dance hall at home in Ireland that's, or not a hall in a town or a village that hasn't got dance lessons or jiving lessons or Irish dance lessons, you know. So yeah, it's a big part of our culture, and I'm sure everybody will hear lots of Irish music this weekend, you know.
And Niall, you know all about the spread of Irish culture all around the world, often most visible in Irish pubs, because they are everywhere, are they not?
No question about it. I mean, the Irish pubs stretch everywhere around the globe. Even, emerging countries like China, from a tourism perspective now, pubs with great names like Paddy Field. But they're everywhere here, particularly in New York City as well. And it's a great place for Irish people to network, to meet up. But it's a great day today, particularly when everybody can be Irish in some sense. But the pub network and indeed the music scene as well, from an Irish perspective, is great as well. It's great over the last number of years that down in Nashville, given the country music connection with Ireland, that they've lit up green at the Grand Ole Opry as well, which is a nice tradition.
Derek, I'm going to give you a little quiz, quite unfairly. What was the original colour most associated with St Patrick? Because green was considered unlucky.
Right.
Yeah. Blue.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I put this on. I didn't actually
you knew
think.
that, didn't you? Did you
know that, Niall?
I did, yeah, but I've got over that bit now. You can see from today, it's all green.
It's easy to say that he knew it.
Yeah, he's got the shirt on. So
It is. And in Chicago, they go so far in Chicago every year, the River Kelly is dyed green. It lasts for about 5 hours. I mean, it's amazing just the extent, Niall, that people will go to this to celebrate.
Yeah, that's the Chicago Plumbers Union have done that. They've got a secret formula, and it's done every year. It's a spectacular thing. And go online and look at it. It's an amazing thing to see. That's another thing I think we should do. Maybe we'll come to the Thames next year and dye that green.
Who knows? Now, thank you very much, Niall Gibbons, speaking to us from New York. Derek, thank you. Good luck with your gig tonight.
no problem. Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.
We've been asking you to let us know how you're enjoying your St Patrick's Day. Dogs in hats, cake baking. These are some of the things that are cropping up.
A lot of dogs in hats.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs in hats.
What else do you do with a dog but put a hat on it?
Why not?
Exactly. If you're going to just keep celebrating, that's what we want you to do. Do enjoy your St Patrick's Day if you are celebrating. I'll be back with Christian tomorrow from 6 o'clock.
Yes, thanks for sending all your pictures. We're going to sign off this morning with some music from Real Rhythms. Enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4.